And we back. Now, it's been a minute since we've done one of those NBA who would you rather have or NBA who would you pick type of videos. So today we're going back into that. Shout out to the OGs of the channel that remember me when I used to do this quite often. The way this is going to work, we're going to get some options and we got to pick through our own opinions and deductions. Who would we rather pick or what scenario we would rather have? Let's get into the first one. Would you rather build a team around Trae Young or De'Aaron Fox? Give me De'Aaron Fox, man. Swiper is my favorite player in the NBA right now. I was asked going into the season, Kenny, out of all the point guards in the 2017 draft, so we talk about Markelle Fultz, we talk about Lonzo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, Dennis Smith Jr. They said, Kenny, out of all those guys, who do you think will have the best second season to make that next jump? And I easily said De'Aaron Fox. I predicted that he was going to average 20 points per game, and he's not averaging 20, but he's definitely the only one of those point guards who really take a big step. And honestly, I really believe that one day he'll be an all-star, maybe even a superstar point guard in his league. Sacramento Kings got a lot going on in there, and a lot of that deals with De'Aaron Fox being the point guard of their future. You get to choose one of these things to add or remove to or from the NBA. Who would you pick? So we can either add a 4-point line, remove conferences, add an expansion team, remove the Warriors, wow, remove the NBA lottery, or remove all-star jerseys. For me, personally, I don't think the all-star jerseys are that trash that they need to be removed completely. But if I had to do something, I would remove conferences 100%. So if you've been keeping up with the NBA, you know that the Western Conference right now is a dogfight. You lose 2 games in a row, you can drop out of the playoffs. You win 2 games in a row, you can be in the playoffs if you weren't before. Now, if we remove conferences, well, a lot of these Western Conference teams make the playoffs opposed to the Eastern Conference because the bottom of the East is not that good. The Charlotte Hornets are 4 games below 500 and they're in the playoffs. Over here, if you're 4 games under 500, you're not like you're the 14th team. But in the Eastern Conference, you're the 8th team. So if we got rid of conferences completely, we'd see some of these teams that definitely may deserve it more be in the playoffs. Like the Utah Jazz are rolling right now, but they're not in the playoffs. They have a better record than 3 teams that will be in the Eastern Conference playoffs. But in the West, they're not in it at all. So I would completely remove conferences so we get a scenario where all of the top 16 teams, whether you're in the East or the West, make the playoffs. And if you ask me, that makes a better playoff scenario because realistically, when the Raptors get matched up against the Hornets, they're probably going to sweep them. No disrespect to Kemba and all, but this team is so much superior to this team that it's not even going to be a very good series. But if we get rid of conferences in general, the Raptors would have to go against the Lakers in the first round. Come on, man. That's a series. So get rid of the conferences, man. That will be my pick. So I picked this one just because I thought it would be interesting. I'm not actually going to answer it, but it says you get to spend the day with one of these NBA related YouTubers. Who do you pick? So there's me, King of the Fourth Quarter, or Kenny, Agent Zero, Corzimba, Davis, Cash Nasty, or Jester the Laser. I've actually spent the day with Agent Zero before. I've met Jester and met Cash. Have not met Corzimba or Davis. I'm not answering. I just want to see what the people are saying, all right? This guy says Jester or Cash. I respect that. The 2 hype guys are really cool. Davis or Agent Zero, Jester. Oh, the first guy best in the league says me. Yeah, appreciate that. Either Jester or Agent, Jester. Easy. It's easy? Wow. Just forget about the rest of us, right? It's just easily Jester. Me, Jizzer, Kenny. Has to be Kenny HOH. That's my Instagram name. My guy paid 50 euros toward my dad's funeral, and I'm extremely grateful for it. Sound guy too. That is right. Brandon, I hope you and your family are doing well. When his dad passed away, I helped donate to pay for his funeral. So I hope he's doing well and the family's doing well. This guy says Corzimba or me because they're my favorite YouTubers and both are straight fire. Thank you, Basketball Universe. Kenny's. I'm literally very surprised that a lot of these people are saying me because everybody else mentioned have more subscribers than me. So I really appreciate that y'all want to spend a day with me, even though this is what the day would consist of. If you pick to spend a day with me, let's say we arrive not in my apartment because I'm not just giving people my address, but let's say it's a neutral area, got some TVs, we'll probably run some 2K, maybe some Ford or some. We'll wait until it get late in the day, and boom, we just watching hoops all night long. That's the whole day. Nothing special but hoops. Hopefully, y'all like that idea, though. Who would you rather watch in their prime, Vince Carter or Allen Iverson? luckily, I got to watch basically both of these guys in their prime, and I'm going to go with Allen Iverson. He's the reason I love basketball. The way the story goes, one of my first basketball memories is in the early 2000s. The 76ers with Allen Iverson were playing against the Bulls. The Bulls were absolute trash, but we didn't have cable, so the only way I can watch basketball was if it was the Bulls, and they were terrible. Allen Iverson went out and dropped like 40, and he was a killer, but they lost that game. And it was a very important game in the season. I forgot the significance of it, but watching that game really made me love Allen Iverson. He's the reason I love the game. I don't have cornrows because of him, but if it wasn't for him, maybe I wouldn't have cornrows right now. So we picking AI 100%. No disrespect to Vince Carter, but AI is the reason I love hoops. Would you rather win a ring and not make it to the Hall of Fame, or don't win a ring and make it to the Hall of Fame? So the options they give us is like Steve Kerr or Vince Carter, but the crazy thing is, Steve Kerr will be in the Hall of Fame. When he's done coaching, come on, we talk about a guy with multiple rings playing and multiple rings as a coach. He's 100% going to be a Hall of Famer. But personally, I think I'd value the Hall of Fame a little bit more, because even though the Basketball Hall of Fame lets in a lot of people, it's still the most prestigious thing in basketball. You know, so many people have rings, but nobody remember them. They were just on the roster. I would rather not win a ring, but make it to the Hall of Fame, because everybody will acknowledge you as Hall of Famer Kenny Beecham, and not just one-time champion Kenny Beecham. I just got one piece of jewelry. Nah, man, give me the Hall of Fame 100%. You get to have a debate on TV with one of these analysts. Who would you pick? Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd, or Max Kellerman? I love Shannon Sharp. I would love to just talk to Shannon Sharp. I'm not trying to have a debate with Shannon Sharp, but if we talk about debating, give me Colin Cowherd. Listen, I don't watch the show anymore, but when I did, it used to grind my gears. And part of that is his job. His job is to make us mad, because when we're mad, we're clicking on the videos to see the dumb stuff or the crazy stuff he say. So in that respect, good job, Colin. You're doing a good job. But realistically, a lot of his takes, a lot of his opinions, especially when it comes to the NBA, are crazy. And most of that is because he don't watch the NBA himself. He's a football guy. So why do they got this man talking about basketball when he's not even watching games? He admitted himself he's got a guy to watch games for him. Every opinion you see on my channel, I watch the game and form that opinion. This guy got somebody else forming his NBA opinions for him. Remember when Colin Cowherd last year said Ben Simmons was a top 10 player in the league that day? A top 10 player, Ben Simmons, on his rookie season. I'll debate Colin Cowherd about hoops, 100%. Skip Bayless would probably be a close second. I love Shannon Sharp. I'm not debating him. Stephen A. Smith is as crazy as Stephen A. Smith is. He's super entertaining, so I'm not trying to debate him. I'd pick between Colin number 1 and Skip Bayless number 2. You're starting a franchise. You get to choose one of these players to lead the organization. Who do you pick? LeBron, Giannis, Steph, AD, Kawhi, or James Harden? Wow. If I'm starting an organization, I'm picking Giannis, because he is the youngest of the bunch, and I think that he hasn't even tapped his full potential. I'm going to go with Giannis. It's not because he's the best player available, but if we're starting a franchise, this means that we're going to have Giannis for 10 plus years, hopefully. LeBron is already 34, right? He just turned 34 on the 31st. So who knows how many years you got left for LeBron. Steph Curry is about to hit his 30s, or maybe he's already at 30. Anthony Davis is 25 or so, but I think I'd pick Giannis over all of these guys, because building a team around Giannis seems like something that can be done. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks are doing it right now. They just got a bunch of shooters, and they let Giannis do his thing, and he kicks it out if he needs to. He got like Brook Lopez hitting so many threes. So I think building a team around Giannis would be very, very fun to do. Would you rather drop 5 but blow out the other team, or drop 60 and get blown out? So one of my first basketball coaches, Coach Dana, he really instilled this mindset on a lot of our players, and that's that the win is more important than anything. So if that means I only drop 5 points but we win, I'm taking that. Because maybe that win is the win that gets us into the playoffs. Or maybe that win is the win that gets us to the finals. Even if I don't really do much, I'd rather my team's success be higher than my personal stats just looking better. Like, I remember this game, man, when Kemba dropped to 60. I felt so bad for him because he deserved that win, but he didn't get it, so the moment is a little bit less. If he dropped 60 and they win, whoo, come on, man, that's crazy. But he dropped 60 and they lost. I'd rather drop 5 and get that dub than 60 and lose. And that's what we're gonna end today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave it a like. Let me know if y'all want to see more of these would you rather type videos. I haven't done it in a minute, but it's a lot of new people around, so I want to see how y'all take to it. All right, thank y'all.